Hello guys, welcome. I am Samantha the Introvert and today I want to give you my personal recap on episode 9 of the next Prince series. So let's get into it. Okay, remember that last part we stopped at was protesters when Kanin was being attacked by the protesters, but Sharon made it his mission that Kanin must be leaving safe. Kanin told Prince Wasim what happened, but I find it suspicious of Wasim because he said he was going to go but he never showed up. Anyways, to calm Kanin, Prince Wasim gifted Kanin a rare black pearl and it's designed as a brooch. I feel like the pearls are coming from the mine and that is why no one is stopping it. But how many pearls do they need though? Prince Watson cherishes Cannon as if it's his own son. Prince Watson waited until Cannon leaves. He calls the king to inform the king on what happened. Also, the king must have planned it too because he didn't even go. I feel like he knows what might happen. He knows in his actions and what the people might do to him. I feel both Sharon and Canyon will learn who to trust and who not to trust because the king got them living in this world all blind. One thing I can tell you is that the love Sharon has for Canyon is a love that cannot fully explain. It is not of a bodyguard, it is a love that will slowly become a bond as a relationship of a lover. The only two people Kenan can truly trust in the kingdom is Sharon and Shakri. After Sharon and Kenan's coming back from their beach bond chat, they walked in and Shakri watching the news article of the protesters and Kenan. Kenan demanded to see it because Shakri was trying to hide it, but Shakri could not hide it forever. After confiscating the tablet, Kanin sees a lot of news and videos, and this got Kanin seriously wondering if the king really had something to do with it. The funny thing is, this is actually happening in real life, where in the public a lot says that you can't fully say it. Whether it's lack of money or lack of connections from the right people. Later, Sharon is on the phone with the only person that he can trust to help him solve things. But as soon as Sharon sees Cannon, he hangs up the call. I guess it's too soon to let Cannon know things. They need to be careful on where and how they show their affections because it's the wrong people that will see it and do bad things. Canon went back to the kingdom because now he needs to discuss the matter about the mines and what it is causing. But when Canon tries to ask for information, the king didn't tell. So Canon was leaving but alone because the king wanted to speak to Sharon. The king basically tells Sharon to fully look after Canon and also find out the matter of the problem. Prince Calvin went to talk to Cannon. He said he heard about what happened. He said he couldn't be there and feels bad that he couldn't do anything to help. But I feel Prince Calvin knows where to be and where not to be. But it is only Cannon who was not raised in such life, not knowing the rules. Canning tells Prince Calvin that he is not upset with Prince Calvin. It's just that he wants to understand why and how to help the people. Canning then asked Prince Calvin if Jade knows if Calvin is a prince, and Calvin said no, and that he is not finding the right moment to tell him. Calvin needs to tell him because if Jay finds out elsewhere, the friendship they have will break. I love that Canon is finding good friends in the kingdom and outside the kingdom. Prince Calvin went to Jay, but it's not to tell him about his identity. The thing is, Prince Calvin is trying to be careful when being around people, including Jay, because his mother texted him and photos of him with Jay. Calvin's mother said he must be aware of his surroundings when being with people, so that is why Calvin never went to the protesting. I am shocked that Jay not seeing this, or maybe he did and he just needed Calvin to tell him. Then we see Ramil and Pretai riding together. But that moment ended because they were seen and being targeted by someone shooting at them. Now we can see they are both scared, even Pretai, but he is trying to make sure Ramil didn't get hurt. Luckily, the royal guards came, but even though they did kill the guy, there were more after them. They were okay, but Petai got hurt, but it was a little glazed by the bullet. Still, Ramil is worried. They ended up finding a person. It seems this person worked for them, and he revealed that the king ordered him to kill Ramil. If this is true, then the king has started the game. After telling his father, who is shocked to hear this, they need to be keeping their eye on the king because the king wants to eliminate the competition before the competition even starts. The king's son, who is Kanin's real father, seemed to be clueless on the king's doings because even he, who hears of this matter, wants to help, but the king will not let him. Sir, you're getting too old for this. At this point, are you really sick? Anyways, Ramil's father went to talk to the king and stating things that sounded like he is implying the king has a lot to do with the problem in the mine. Even though the king shows his concern for Ramil, Ramil, who got many information about the king, is doing what he's doing is not letting it go. But Ramil has no proof and he is up against the king. He needs to fall back. With the knowledge they gained about the king, the question is what is their next move? Because the competition is not starting and it feels like the king is playing games with them. Meanwhile, Kanin is still watching the post and still concerned about what to do without causing a war. It's not about the mine. It's about how people are struggling to get by with the little they have. The news says police arrest a child for stealing to get money for her family. Sharon went to the king because he was ordered by the king to figure out a solution to the problems. And Sharon said controlling this much people is very hard. Then came Canaan to voice his opinion on things, but the king doesn't want to hear it. Canaan then spoke out of term, and the king got very upset and raised his voice. But even that did not scare Canaan. Sharon was very surprised to see Canaan speak up to the king like that because no one that, not even him, has the guts to really do such things. The king got angry at Canaan and told him to leave, but I agree with Canaan because the king have not even made effort to try to clear his name of what people are accusing the family of. When Canaan went out, Sharon went to him, but Canaan is too upset and told Sharon to leave him alone. It was the first time Canaan got this upset and wants Sharon to not be with him. Then this man, who I do not know who this man is torturing a man he found that the king hired. But what will he do with the information that this guy told him? Cannon, who is playing the piano very viciously, was noticed by his bio father. The father said that he is preparing for an event, but Cannon didn't know of the event. The thing is, it's not that Cannon do not know, it's he doesn't remember because Sharon told him about it, but I guess Cannon wasn't listening. I find it strange that they are training and I do not see any progress of any part of the game being prepared. Their relationship will be very strong that not even the king can separate them this easily. Then we see Cannon's stepfather, who is still alive, have been spotted by two men who works for the king. Yes, the king knows that he's alive, but maybe the king has information that the stepfather knows too well and is afraid that the man might leak that information, so killing him was the best option. Luckily, Wethis was there. Wethis was a big help. Plus, by the way, he grabbed the gun like it was a toy. He was not even scared. after safely guiding the stepfather away from danger, Wethys tells him he is helping him and he is a good friend of Charon, and that is you should actually trust him. Now, people who are working for the king is out to kill him. He's not even sure Sharon is doing the same, so Wethys said that he should believe in Canaan and stay safe for him. Okay, guys, that is all of my recap on episode 9 of the Next Prince series. Stay tuned for episode 10.